Hey everybody, my name is Brian Wang from Monarch Defense, and I'd like to answer a question. The question is, what's the difference between Dynamic Drills Day and Skill Builder? I was thinking about this while I was driving. I took a detour, as you can see, from the way home, and I was like, you know what, sun's going down. I'm just going to take a minute right now and film this video and answer your question. Um, I pull over and all these cows are looking at me like, who's this guy? So forgive if there's any mooing in the background. Dynamic Drills Day and Skill Builder are very similar in some ways, and they're very different in other ways. Basically, Skill Builder is a class. It's a traditional class. Currently, this is 2019. We capped Skill Builders at 16 students for the most part. We build them with the, based around a certain weapon system. So if it's handgun, shotgun, or rifle. And Dynamic Drills Day, we accommodate all weapon systems. Pistol, revolver, rifle, shotgun, bring whatever you want. So there's a few differences also there. Skill Builder will book facilities that are specific to one type of equipment. So for example, if it's a handgun class, it's going to be at a handgun distance. If it's a rifle class, it's going to be at a rifle type distance. Unless we're doing CQB stuff, which is separate. But if we're doing Dynamic Drills Day, for example, we're not going to have handgun shooters shooting targets at 200 yards. We're also not going to have rifle shooters, shooting rifles at 2 inches. So we have to kind of balance those things. So basically we can go more in depth in any Skill Builder class, and Dynamic Drills Day will stay a little bit more surface level material, because honestly I don't know a lot of the folks who come to Dynamic Drills Day, and we don't have time to go into depth, right? So that gets to the crux of the issue. The key component, to answer your question, the difference between Skill Builder and Dynamic Drills Day is that Dynamic Drills Day is a practice session. Skill Builder is a class. Dynamic Drills Day, in other words, is not a class. So a lot of people who want to come to Dynamic Drills Day, they're like, oh, this is really cool. I'm really high speed. I'm going to go there and do really cool things. They show up and they don't have the techniques. They don't have the safety. They don't have the tools. Not saying the physical tools, not saying the guns and the hardware and the belts and slings and stuff. That's not important. They're showing up without the techniques and knowledge about how to be safe using the firearm, how to run around, maintaining good muscle discipline, up, down range, ready positions, up and down. They don't know how to work their safeties back and forth. They don't know how to load the gun. They don't know how to keep their head up as they're moving. They don't know how to move with the toes facing the direction of travel. So these are things that in Dynamic Drills Day you'll do, but if you don't know how to do those things, that's not the right time to learn, right? So this is why we say Dynamic Drills Day is not a class. Now obviously, I'm a teacher. We are a teaching institution at Monarch Defense, and when we do Dynamic Drills Day, it is a class. But it's not the class like the way you think a class should be. Dynamic Drills Day has a lot of people. We have people of all kinds of skill levels, high, medium, low skill levels. And Dynamic Drills Day allows you to mingle with them and watch and learn, struggle, fail, and allows you to practice things that you may never have done before, you maybe don't have an opportunity to do. Having said that, Dynamic Drills Day is not the time to learn techniques. So in other words, in Dynamic Drills Day, we can give you exposure on techniques if you don't know them, and if you do know them, we can give you repetitions on techniques. Like I said, Dynamic Drills Day caters to low, medium, and high skill levels. So if you already know how to, for example, manage your muzzle up and muzzle down, trigger finger discipline, and work the safety back and forth, you know how to shoot your gun, kind of a moving and hustling kind of environment under stress, then Dynamic Drills Day will be fantastic for you, because it'll be your chance to practice, your chance to get variety in your training. On the other hand, Dynamic Drills Day is also the time to find out where your limits are at, find out where your holes are at, what's missing in your repertoire. You're going to show up there and say, wow, shit, I don't know how to lock my bolt to the rear. And we will laugh at you and we'll say, okay, you need to be in an introduction class or a skill builder class, depending on what it is. So, if you don't know how to use your sling, Dynamic Drills Day is not the time to learn. Dynamic Drills Day is the time to practice. You can go to Dynamic Drills Day and you can just say, I don't know these things, and you're watching other people, you're like, interesting. He does it this way, she does it that way, he does it this other way. So you're gaining exposure and you're learning, but it's not really there. We're not going to sit there and break it down. Okay, guys, this is how you use your sling. All right, so that's all for Skill Builder. When you have twice as many people, we don't have as much time. And if you want to get to good training, we can't be stopping to start over in the basics every single time, every single person. So basically, Dynamic Drills Day, if you're struggling, you're struggling. As long as my concern is your safety. My concern is you're able to struggle in a safe manner. And other than that, we're not doing any teaching. So that should be the question, the answer to your question. The most important answer: Skill Builder is a class, right? So, for example, I'll give you an example. In Skill Builder, we might say, okay, today let's manage standing, kneeling, and prone positions. Let's learn how to move with the weapon up and manipulate the weapon while we move. And let's learn how to hustle under stress, get into the positions, get a sight picture, and modulate our tempo. So using the rifle, for example, at 100 yards, hitting steel, how fast can you go to get steel from 100 yards in the prone position? Then you go into kneeling position, okay? So kneeling position, we're less stable, but we're at a closer distance. So again, how big is the target? How far away is the target? How much precision do we need? Control the speed that you need. And then we go up to, 15 yards or 10 yards, okay? So now using the rifle, you're very close, big target, big paper target. We can be very fast, right? So you're gonna be very fast. You'll be at a medium speed kneeling. You're gonna be at a slower speed when you're laying in the prone at a farther target, which is smaller. So basically, that exercise is in Skill Builder, because we're teaching you how to modulate your tempo, how to use these body positions. In Dynamic Jose, I'm like, get in the prone. And if you don't know how to get in the prone, sorry, you sort it out, right? In Dynamic Jose, I say, hit your target. You don't know how to hit your target, I would say, sorry, sort it out. You need to go to a better class. You need to go to a class that will teach you, because whatever you've been doing in the past has not worked, right? So when you go to Dynamic Jose, you might see where your limits are, and I might recommend you to go to a Skill Builder class or even to one of our introduction classes. So I hope that answers your question. The difference primarily between Skill Builder and Dynamic Jose, they're at the similar level, except that Dynamic Jose, we're doing things. Skill Builder, we are teaching things. Make sense? Skill Builder is more expensive, obviously, smaller class. Dynamic Jose, less expensive, larger group. Okay? Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Keep your questions coming. Every time you email me a good question, I will try to make a video like this. That way, it's the most efficient way I found to be able to address these questions directly to you without spending 8 hours writing out a blog article, or without spending an hour typing out an awesome email, but it only affects one person, right? Anyways, be good. My name is Brian Wang. I'll talk to you soon.